So 6 games into the season, and as you can see, we are right in mid-table. We've only won 1 game, but we've actually only lost 1 game as well. We are drawing a lot of games. We've drawn for 1-1, lost 1. Since you last left us, yeah, it's been a little bit odd. So we had the opening game 7-0 win. Thought we were going to be flying. We then drew 2-2. We've not really won since. Well, we've not won since. We drew 2-2 at home to Falkensberg, which was a real shame because we were actually winning 2-1 up until we gave a penalty away in the 92nd. We then had our worst performance in quite some time, a 2-0 away loss to Vasteras. We then drew 1-1 with IFK Hanning at home. Again, we did go behind in that game, so that wasn't a bad draw. We then drew 3-3 away to Kalmar. Again, we were leading and a late equaliser. So we are probably a little bit unlucky to have not won more games, but it doesn't matter. We are still sitting 8th. I don't think we're going to be in any sort of promotion push. We're probably, as only being 2 points outside the bottom 4, really looking over our shoulders. Obviously, the one team we beat are sitting rock bottom. They're definitely the whipping boys this year. They've actually won 1 game. They've won the same amount of games as us, which is actually one of the teams at the top, but they've lost a lot more and lost them by pretty big scorelines. It's still the biggest win though. So we're scoring plenty of goals. We are just probably conceding too many. But our first game of the episode is at home to Umeå. We do have an away day. That will be the second game, so keep watching for the away day. But we play Umeå. We need to go back to winning ways, and this is the team we're going with to try and do that. We got Falls in goal, back 4 of Kudanov, Plantinga, Fernal, Gill and Krupkin, Trabelsi and Robinson in midfield, and then a front 4 of Fafana, McCrew, Krugel and Kluwer. Morfall has been injured the last few games, so he's been out. He's returning in 5 days, so probably won't even be back for the second game, or if he is, he might not feature. McCrew's come in the side, still trying to get match fitness. Robinson as well. I mean, there's a couple of lads still trying to get up to match fitness, but overall, it's starting to look a lot better. We really just need to kick on. Obviously, with Fall going out, we've moved Fafana onto the right, which I don't think suits him. I think he's better on the left. And then McCrew's come in and really not done very much. So once Fall's back fit, I do think we're going to put him straight back in. But yeah, we definitely need to try and get a win. Like I say, we're kind of looking over our shoulder a little bit, just being 2 points outside of the relegation zone. Well, not the relegation zone, the relegation playoffs, I guess. I don't think we'll get automatics. I think we'll be safe. I think Stockholm will definitely take up one of those. And then after that, I think we just need to try and avoid finishing in the bottom 4. I think we'll be okay, but I am a little bit concerned with the number of goals conceded. Lovely ball over the top to Fafana from Kluwer, who's got a few options in the middle if he can find one. He does find one. Trabelsi's there, but just couldn't get it on target. I think it took a deflection, actually. It was a good block. But that was good play from Fafana and Kluwer. But yeah, we are still scoring goals. It's just, like I say, conceding far too many. McCrew on the left-hand side needs to have a good game because he's not really had one yet. He's not been fully fit, to be fair to him. So I don't think we've seen the best of him. But yeah, we definitely need to see more from him. But that's good work in the build-up. Robinson got options in the middle if he can find one. He does find one. Kluwer's there, but it's just he's probably a little bit too close to goal. Can't really get any power on it. And it's blocked once again. But we are looking like the better side so far early doors in this game. Like I said, we normally are better at home as well. So hopefully we can get a win. But yeah, I think we've just been a little bit unfortunate. Probably one too many late goals conceded, giving away a few too many penalties as well. We've been a little bit poor in there. And the other thing is we've struggled to actually keep the starting 11 on for the full game. We've had to be subbing players off a lot. And I think where the fitness levels are definitely starting to affect us, where the professional teams are just a lot more fit than we are. And yeah, we are struggling to keep pace with them. I think that when we play the semi-pro teams, we're probably the better teams. But then when we play anyone who's in the full-time team, they're just training more than us. They keep their fitness more. I think we are struggling to keep our match fitness. So what I'm trying to do is really not make too many subs too early. I'm trying to keep players on for the majority of the games. I think we are also probably missing like a really good out-and-out goal scorer at the minute. I don't think Kluwer's a proper goal scorer. I think he's a good striker. I think he's a good tacker, but again, probably not an out-and-out goal scorer. And that's probably evidence of it there. He's had another chance that wasn't really asking too much of him, and he's headed it straight on target. And now the other team coming in on the counter-attack, and Kudanov with some really poor defending. Thankfully, I don't know who it was. It was either Plantinga or Fernal Gill managed to get a block in just to make sure it doesn't go in. But that's exactly the kind of goals that's kind of the games we've been having where we're on top, creating lots of chances, but we just don't really have a clinical striker to finish them off. Really not been impressed with Krugel. He's really not done too much either. I've tried swapping them around, putting Kluwer on the left-hand side, Krugel on the right, to hopefully try and get a few more goals that way, try and just change it up a little bit. But as you can see, the tactic's fine, the system's fine, everyone else is doing their job. We're just being a little bit let down in the strikers, which is odd because we have been scoring goals, but they haven't really all been coming from the strikers. It's been a lot of wingers and things like that. But maybe we need to temper the expectations for this season. I did kind of, after the 7-0 opener, thinking we were going to go and win promotion. It was all just going to be fine. I think things are starting to settle now, and we are looking more like probably a mid-table side. If we can, have a better second half to the season, especially once we get some, hopefully, new signings in on free transfer day in July, then you never know, we might actually kick on. But at the minute, we are just drawing a lot of games, and we are still drawing this one at 65 minutes in, and we've just given the ball away very poorly there. Krupken giving it away, but Rico Robinson does well on the recovery to keep it. And now Krupken plays it into McCrew, who's again had a very ineffective game, not really done much. Krugel needs to move the ball quicker. He does. Finds it Kudanov, racing through Kudanov. He just decides to shoot. He should have just kept going. He had lots of space to run into Kudanov. But yeah, McCrew is just not really. It's just really not worked out at all. He's really done nothing since he's come back in the side, and he's starting to get much. He's starting to get back up to match fitness, and I'm still not seeing a good performance for him. We've tried a long ball, which was odd because that's not how we play. And then the other team, Umia, coming on the counter-attack. Kudanov with a silly tackle. It's another penalty given away. And it's another chance for a team who've had really naff all game to win the game or to get a goal. It's been totally undeserved. We need Vols to save one. He's not saved a penalty yet, which is asking a lot, but he's not saved that one. And we're 1-0 down, and again, we've had a million chances, and we've just not taken them. And we're going to make a change. I'm going to bring Kluwer onto the left. We'll bring Svensson up top. I just don't think the 17-year-old is going to be our answer for the goals. I think we are missing a striker. But yeah, again, giving away a daft penalty. I think we've given away like 3 penalties this season in like 7 games. I think I might need to tackle harder off the instructions because they get stuck in. I think that's what's doing us in. 80 minutes on the clock. Umia with a set piece, floated into the box. Vernal Gill clears, but only as far as is that Zach Orr? I'm pretty sure that's Zach Orr, former Arsenal academy. I think he is. Offside there. Yeah, we need to get a point now. I mean, I've been complaining about the draws, but we don't want to lose. So I'll definitely take a point at this point. So Vols with the ball at his feet from the goal kick, plays it out to Krupken, who is another one. He's just not really done a lot since he's come into the side. Plays it to Trebelsi, who slides it into Fofana, who's got options ahead of him. And again, we just keep doing this. Like, we're getting good areas, and the players are just having like weird pop shots when they just didn't need to do it. Like, there's options ahead. They could just keep carrying on with the ball. But it's almost like they just get nervous and decide to just waste the chance rather than work it in, which is really weird. I don't know why we're all of a sudden doing this. Robinson with the ball, and he's giving it away. The amount of times we give the ball away as well. I think what we found is that some of these players aren't making the step up to the second tier, and I think Rico Robinson's one of them, if I'm being totally honest. He gives the ball away so much now, but he is still our best centre mid, so we're a little bit stuck at the minute. Thankfully, he doesn't have a contract extended to next season, though the way we're going, we probably will get an extension because we're probably going to go down. I'm getting worried now. Yeah, 2-0 down. Vols, I think, could have saved that, to be totally honest with you. It was quite straight at him. And look at the stats. I mean, we've had a million chances. We've not scored. They've barely had a sniff and scored both of them. And now one of them was a penalty, which is fair. But yeah, this is really poor from us. Svensson into Kluwer, who plays it to Fofana, got options ahead of him, is going to try and take on his man, got options in the middle, floats one in, and it's just, I don't even know if that was Svensson or the defender, but yeah, it's just terrible from Fofana. This is brilliant from Fofana. Yeah, he does well to get round his man, but it's such a weak ball into the box. And I mean, look at the strikers. They've had a honking rating. We've been the miles better team, but we're going to lose the game, which really does worry me because imagine what we're going to be like when we're level or when we're the worst team. We're never getting any points, and yeah, I mean this is so disappointing at home as well. I am starting to think we may be in more of a relegation scrap than I first feared. The result keeps us in eighth. I think there's a lot of poor teams in the league. I think there's I think there is going to be a gap forming, but that was really disappointing. And I think we're going to get into the point where, yeah, don't like that. Once your tactics start getting criticised, that means it's probably not going to work. Dynamics are only average. Yeah, well, we'll give it one more game, try and sort the tactics out. But yeah, I'm very concerned. So our next game is our away day, and we find ourselves at the home ground of IK Huddersfield, something like that. They play at the Rimnesvalen Arena, or the Rimnesvalen Stadium, and it looks like a pretty odd one. We'll take a look. Again, we can't really get inside the ground. We need to start adding. You need to start getting like things in there. But yeah, we'll take a look as close as we can, drop ourselves down. I think this is it. This is a weird ground. It look again with Sweden, I love it. It's just they always just look like they're in the middle of nowhere. But this is it. This is the I think this is the Rimnesvalen. It looks it. I mean, this is a very big floodlight, very tall floodlight, but it's not the best. I mean, the ground. It literally just comes out the back of some people's houses. Very, very odd. I mean, there's really nothing going on. There's a little, whatever C means. Don't know what C means, but there you go. There's some more stuff down here. I don't know if this is just like parking or, well, yeah, I don't think you can drive down here. I mean, it's a weird looking ground, isn't it? It's just, yeah, I don't like it at all. It's got like just nothing going on. You can't really see in the ground either. Let's see if we can get a better view down here. Nope, you definitely can't get a better view down there. Let's see if we can get ourselves, shuffle ourselves along. I mean, there's like one little set of stadiums over there. Yeah, it's really not up to much. The parking situation looks pretty bad. What if we drop our guy over this side? Yeah, this side. Do we get a view of the ground? There we go. I mean, it looks like there's maybe, did it say there was some, like a car park nearby? So there is a car park, I guess. So we could probably do some parking over there. Yeah, not really sure about this. It's not the best looking ground. See if we can get some photos up as well. I mean, it just looks dead. You know what I mean? Like a dead ground. Yeah, I don't know what all this is. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like a big club at all. I'm going to give it a 3. It's really poor. I don't like it at all. So back to Football Manager now, and yeah, we are playing our away game to Oderwald. If we have a look at the table before we get into it, these are third bottom, so these are definitely doing as bad as we are. Considering we're like level on points with games, it is quite mad. The fact that we've only won one game and we're not in a relegation zone is mad. Yeah, I think the weird thing is if we win a couple games, we'll be fine. We just need to get back to it. But yeah, the fans are criticising tactics, which is normally Football Manager speak. For you're not going to do anything, you're not going to win another game until you change it. But I'm going to go for one more game. We're against a rubbish side. I'm going to put these back on the right side, back to the way they are normally. Fall isn't really fit, so he's not going to play this game. We'll try and reintroduce him as the season goes on. But yeah, we need a much better performance here. We need to just start converting some of these chances and try not to give away penalties. But yeah, if we give away a penalty again or we don't do very well this game, then we may need to look at changing the tactics. But we're against a team who are similarly in quite a rough spot at the minute. I mean, thankfully, we did win our opening game. Otherwise, we would be right down in the relegation zone. So we need a win today. And yeah, we definitely can't lose anyway. So hopefully we're playing a team that, again, are struggling. And we can hopefully come here and add on to that misery. But we need to, yeah, we need a win just to start to get things feeling good again. Because obviously the dynamics are starting to take a little bit of a hit as well. And if we do lose this game, or if we don't, if we don't win this game, we do need to start look at maybe changing the tactics because it looks like we're in a bit of a rut. And I think at the minute, it's not really going to turn around. I think the other thing is we are only expected to just stay up. Like we are only expected to just about avoid relegation. So the fact that we're mid-table is actually a slight overachievement. It's just the fact that we've only won one game makes it look worse than it is. But we should have won quite a few of the games. We should have won at least one or two of the games that we drew. But a corner has ended up with a counter-attack racing down, and it's a chance for the home side with their effort over the bar. Never really going to test Vols. But yeah, I mean, I was saying, I think in the last episode, Vols is a safe pair of hands, but he's definitely struggled a little bit more this year than he has done last season. He was quite good last season, besides his opening game in the Cup, where he did concede a lot there. But yeah, I mean, I think we just don't look very fit this season. I don't really know what's going on. We look a bit slow and leggy. It's very odd. But Krupken plays the ball to Krugel, who's through on goal. We need a striker in June. In July and free transfer day. We need to find some young English strikers. McCrew's picked up a knock. He's going to have to come off at half time. But yeah, we definitely need a goal scorer. I mean, Fall's got a couple, so hopefully once he's back to full fitness, I think we do sell McCrew in the oh my god, what are we doing in the summer as well? Because yeah, he's just been rubbish. I don't know if he's got a deal beyond this season. I don't think he does. I think once we get Fofana back onto the right hand side, that'll be better as well. Sorry, the left hand side. Fofana swings it into Robinson. Enrico Robinson finishes. Well, we do need goals from somewhere. If the strikers aren't going to be scoring, then we need goals to come up from somewhere. And that was good work from Fofana. I said that he was better on the left, but he's actually done really well there. Good assist and a nice finish from Robinson. And we do lead the game 1-0. So at least, yeah. But again, look at the number of chances we're creating. We need some goal scorers in the side and we'll be fine. But 1-0 at half-time. I think, like I said, just get the win. And then we'll be fine. We'll have to take McCrew off because he's injured. So what I'm going to do is bring Kluwer into the wing, move him onto the right-hand side, get Fofana back onto the left, and then bring Svensson on up top. We've got two Swedes up top, and that might be why we're not scoring, because we haven't had a lot of luck with Swedish players. We've not really had any real great ones. I think Thornberg and Worrell have probably been the only ones who've really survived long enough to consider, have had good careers under my management. But Krupken down the left-hand side plays it to Fofana, swings it into Svensson. Svensson got a lot of options, but takes his time, finds goal scorer Robinson, back out to Krupken. We've got a lot of bodies in the box. We need to get the ball in the middle. Krupken still going himself. And I mean, he had a lot of options, probably should have tried to find someone, goes himself, but we've ended up with a corner. But that's, again, another thing where we just seem to get a lot of bodies in the box and then don't just put the ball in. Kluwer from the corner, swings one in. It's fell to Krugel, who gets quite lucky. The goalkeeper comes flying out. But what? I think it's been disallowed. I think it said Svensson had fouled the goalkeeper or something. Well, the goalkeeper came flying out. Not really sure what happened to him. But I thought we'd had a second goal and we were in the all clear for 3 points. But no, back down to 1-0. I mean, something was disallowed. I think it was a foul on the goalkeeper or a foul on someone, but it did look a bit odd. So unfortunately, it hasn't been allowed, and we are still winning the game, but in a much more precarious position at 1-0. Plantinga does clear the ball, but only as far as their player. They swing it back in. I thought he might have been offside, but he's not. It was a great ball in. And again, we've had a million chances. They've had a couple, and they've scored. It's 1-1. We need a winner. We need to win this game. I mean, you can't criticise the tactics. I don't know how the tactics can be criticised. Yes, results haven't been good, but we've been the better game in most of the games. It's just we're not scoring. We just don't have any goal scorers in the squad at the minute, and I think that's really ruining us. Right, not long left. What I'm going to do, I'm going to bring Kluwer back up front. We're going to take Krugel off because he's injured anyway. We'll bring Rosberg on the right. Not really ideal, but we'll have to do it. Alfredo Rosberg, still at the club, Rosberg, by the way. Just keep him forever. Kluwer with a free kick. I mean, he could score this. I don't think he's any good I don't think we've got anyone any good at free kicks. Does decide to go for himself, but unfortunately it's a save and a corner. And this, to be honest, this is looking like an equal game, which is not what I want to see, because these are in the relegation zone. We should be walking these, and we're not. We're going to bring Alton on. We're also going to bring Kudanov off for Fagerlon as well. Hopefully he can come on, and they can both come on and provide some fresh legs. But we do need a late winner. A late winner would definitely send the fans home happy. I mean, we're not losing the game, which is ideal, but a point out of 2 games is not really good enough. And if we keep up like this, well, there's a late chance here for these from the corner. Don't say they're going to score here. Do not say they're going to score. Oh my word, they nearly did. And now Fofana. I mean, we could have the counter attack. Rosberg, get it into Fofana. Get it into Fofana. Oh, he's taking too long. Rosberg goes back to Fagelon, back to Rosberg, and loses it. And that's just the lack of quality with Rosberg. Couldn't do anything, and now they're breaking through again, trying to get themselves a winner. Late on, they nearly scored. Alton's there to clear. Out for a throw, and I think we're going to have to settle for a point. But yeah, we nearly threw away the point. It was nearly back-to-back defeats, so it's not over just yet. Highlights still going, and they're still lurking on the edge of the box. Robinson gets it to Fofana. There's options ahead of him. He can find one. He's found Kluwer. We could get the winner here. Go on, Kluwer. Oh my God, what are we doing? This is what I mean. Like, the quality is just so poor at the minute. We are getting shafted. We are getting shafted. Fernal Gill gives away a penalty, and basically the last kick of the game, Vols hasn't saved one yet. They're in the relegation zone. They can get 3 points with this. Come on! Vols, big save. Rescues us a point. Corner to clear. I mean, there's 2 minutes of being gone now. 2 minutes to go. Cleared for another. Oh my God. Referee is gagging. He's gagging to give these 3 points. Another corner. We must have cleared it. We rescue a point, but that was poor. I've just looked and Umia were actually third. So that doesn't seem as bad of a result actually losing to them. But yeah, not great, but it does get us a point further away from the bottom 4, I guess. We finish 9th after the episode. But yeah, we're definitely not going to go too far ahead because I think we need some sort of shift, whether it's tactical or what, but at the minute, yeah. And we've got a few injuries to deal with. Krugel is, okay, just going to be out for a month. Not great. McCrew, also going to be out for a couple of weeks. So thankfully, Fall's come back. But we are a little bit light, so I guess Fall comes in for McCrew. And then we swap them 2 around. Whoop. Nope, that was too much. Fall over for Fofana. And then I guess Fenson just comes on. And then I guess Worrell just goes on the bench. But yeah, we're looking a little bit light in terms of goal scorers. Kluwer has been the top scorer with 4 in 8. So really not too bad, but his average rating actually isn't that good. Yeah, we need a striker in July. Probably some centre mids as well. Maybe a better left back as well. Krupkin's been a little bit disappointing. But hopefully we can figure something out. Hopefully we can get going. Like I say, we're not going to go too far ahead because we are struggling a little bit at the minute. So I think we'll come back for these 2. We'll only go 4 games again. We'll do Norrköping, and this lot. And then that will lead us into the 1st of July, which will be free transfer day. And then we'll be able to do that as well as maybe a game or 2 as well. So that should be good. So that's going to do it for now. Thank you for watching. Hopefully when you come back, we may have won a game out of these 4. But I'm not holding my breath. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Euro Journeyman. And I'll see you all for more very soon.